Okay, question number 8. So just to kind of paraphrase what this question is saying, we have a tank and we're basically pumping oil into it. So here's my tank, and then I'm pumping oil into it, and the rate at which I'm pumping oil into it is a function of time, and we have some values here. So I should expect that as time increases, right, the total number of liters should also increase because I'm pumping oil into it. Now, basically, if you go ahead and read the question, we see that we have the initial condition. So I'll say that the liters whenever time equals 4 is 50. So 50 liters. And then essentially they want us to use a right Riemann sum with 3 subintervals to approximate the total amount of oil that's in the tank whenever t equals 15. So basically all you need to do here is remember what a right Riemann sum is. So if I go ahead and sketch out a graph, so I'll have t as my x-axis and then my liters as the y-axis, and of course this is going to be 0. Well, I know that whenever t equals 4, the liters is 50, so that can kind of be like my first point. Now, I don't know what it's going to look like to the left of 4, so I'll just leave it as this point. But basically, I'm expecting that the total number of liters should keep increasing based off of this data that they show us here. So if you remember, a right Riemann sum is whenever we start with an initial starting point, and then we go over to the point, and I use that right point as the height of my rectangle. So if I continue drawing out these rectangles, it would look something like this. Now, if the function is increasing, we're going to get an over approximation because you see this little bit of area here is it's kind of above what the function is, so it's an over approximation. So basically, we're just going to use the fact that the rate at a time t is just the slope, right? So it's going to be our delta change in liters over our change in time. Now, whenever I multiply change in time by both sides, I get that our change in volume is equal to the rate multiplied by the change in time. So using this fact here, I can go ahead and approximate the integral from 4 to 15, right? So t equals 4 to t equals 15 of my function, right, which is just the liters at time t dt. Well, I know that this is approximately, and again, it's just an approximation, it is approximately equal to my initial value, so we'll just say 50 liters, plus 7 minus 4, and then again, I want to use the rate that is to the right, so it's going to be 6.2, and then let me clear some space so I can write out this full value here. Okay. So then I will do, let's see, 12 minus 7. So 12 minus 7, and then I want to use the rate to the right, so 5.9. And then I'll do the same thing here. So it'll be 15 minus 12. Oops, and again, this should be plus 15 minus 12 multiplied by 5.6. Now, whenever I run this calculation through, I'm going to get 50 plus 3 times 6.2. Let's see, plus 5 times 5.9 plus 3 times 5.6. Okay, so now we're just going to have to do some math. So this is going to be 18.6, and then 5 times 5.9, it's very close to 30, but not quite. Let's see here. I'm just going to have to cheat and do, well, not really cheating, but let's see. 5 times 9 is going to be 45. So I'm going to get 29.5. Okay, so 29.5, and then plus 3 times, so this is going to be, what is that going to be here? 16.8. Okay, 16.8. So now whenever I add all these up, I'm going to get, let's see here, 68.6 plus 29.5 plus 16.8, And let's see here, 16.8. Gosh, this is so frustrating because these numbers are not clean. And technically, this is not the calculator section, so you'd actually have to do this manually. So let's see here, 29.5 plus 16.8. So let's see here, 16. Okay, so 46.3 plus 68.6. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and then, well, actually, yeah, should be fine. Okay, let's see here, 68.6 plus 46.3, so 14, oops, 14, and then, so I'm getting 114.9, which is answer choice C. Let me make sure that's the correct answer. Okay, good. It is the correct answer, and yeah, that's exactly right. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, if you have any questions on how like I kind of set up things, yeah, just feel free to comment below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.